This is ICO Talk with Jürgen Welsink.
Hello, it's Jürgen Welsink from the Cryptocurrency Academy. I'm here together with Kees de Vos, CEO of MobileBridge. It's a loyalty program, as you can see here. So can you explain a little bit what can we do with MobileBridge and what can we do with Momentum?
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. So what is MobileBridge Momentum? In a nutshell, what we do is we take existing loyalty programs and we tokenize them. And what we do with those tokens then, we allow retailers, brands to use those tokens to reward their consumers not only when they buy something, but every time they perform a positive action that supports the brand. So for example, when they sign up to a newsletter, when they share some of their user data, when they recommend their friends, all of those things will actually reward the customers. And in general, what we address is two big issues with loyalty programs today. Everybody's got a loyalty program, but everybody will testify to the fact that it's always hard to earn enough points to to get something valuable out of it. And when you have enough points, a lot of the time it's really hard to redeem your points. So what we do, like by rewarding customers for every positive action, they can earn more points. And then the other thing, the redemption side of things, when you have enough points and you don't feel that you can actually exchange it for something valuable with your current loyalty program, we allow you to exchange out of that loyalty program and exchange back into another loyalty program that also sits on the Momentum platform. Therefore, really making sure if you have points, you can actually spend them virtually anywhere.
Okay, so it's a loyalty program which is interchangeable.
Correct.
So if I don't really go to McDonald's, but imagine that I go to a McDonald's and I want to go to, with KLM, I want to do a flight, then I can maybe interchange that if connected to the network.
Indeed.
Is that correct?
Indeed. It's probably more likely the other way around because that's a lot of burgers to get a free flight. But exactly, I think you're exactly on the point. So if you, with KLM, British Airways, we're here in the UK. British Airways here is kind of like known for the fact that you have to fly a lot to get enough points. And you get to the point where you have a lot of points, and it's really hard to get that reward flight that you want to book. So in that case, use your British Airways miles or your KLM Air miles and exchange them for, a meal out with your wife, that has missed you because you've been traveling so much for business, for example.
Sure.
So there's much more, value than that you can get out of those loyalty programs, which, sometimes people ask us, is that not a bad thing if you get your points out of a particular loyalty program, and then you spend them somewhere? Do retailers or brands don't they want those points to be wasted? And the answer is no. They really don't want them to be wasted. They want you as a consumer to get real value out of that. When you fly with British Airways and you get a free meal out of that, then that's a real positive action for British Airways. And therefore they support that.
Yeah. Okay, but basically loyalty programs are backed by real money.
Yeah.
So if I change my loyalty points from one company to another company, basically they transfer that amounts to the other company. So how did you implement that within the system actually?
Yeah. Well, it's really, as I said earlier, people ask us, like, wouldn't companies be worried about that? And the answer is no. Because actually what happens is, like, on the one hand, British Airways, gets a happy customer. British Airways still gets the interaction with that customer, as they, deal with British Airways and earn their points. So still get their loyalty and their business. And on the other hand, what everybody has to do, every company has to do when they start a loyalty program, they have to put the value of their loyalty program on the balance sheet. And that means that they want their money to work as hard as they possibly can. And if that means that somebody actually goes to another brand to actually redeem their points, then that's cool, because they actually still get the value of that customer with British Airways. So it still pays for itself.
Yeah, so basically, even if I fly with British Airways and I will go for a meal with my wife, I still know that British Airways basically pays for it.
Exactly, the point.
Yeah, so that will create more brand loyalty anyway.
Correct.
Okay, that's cool. And then, because there are a lot of loyalty programs, where does the Momentum token come in then?
Yeah, the Momentum token is a utility token that underpins our entire platform. So it has 4 different utilities. Of course, it's a cryptocurrency. It will be available, in the market to be, exchanged for other cryptocurrencies. Then on top of that, it is a gateway token. So it is the token that enables you to go, for example, from British Airways to McDonald's. You exchange from British Airways tokens into Momentum tokens, and then from Momentum tokens into say McDonald's tokens. So it facilitates that exchange there. It's a payment token, so companies like that use our system, like KLM, McDonald's, etc. They will pay their fees. It's a software platform. Their monthly fees, they will pay them in Momentum token as well. So there's a constant demand for the Momentum token in the market. And then last but definitely not least, if people don't have their own loyalty program and they want to kind of like hand out reward tokens, they want to reward their customers for positive behavior, for purchases, then they can always use the Momentum token as their reward and loyalty token as well.
Okay, and then also you created the company, so basically you want to make money. So what's your earning model then?
What's the earning model? So companies pay for us a monthly fee. So people, the brands, the retailers, the companies that use our system, they will pay a monthly fee for our platform, like they do today. So that's not going to change. Then on top of that, then there's some earning models around. For example, exchanging from one loyalty platform to the next. There's a small exchange fee that is kind of like associated to that. So that as the consumer moves their tokens around, we charge for that transfer.
Yeah, and how does it, because it's going to be a decentralized system, so are you using nodes or something like that from parties who can join and support your network, or how did you arrange that?
So it's the Ethereum network that we will work on. So we have an ERC20 compliant token, so Ethereum is the blockchain we will run on.
Okay, and do you think that Ethereum network it's a good network, but they have some challenges? If this is going to be a real success, maybe in scalability, you would have a problem. So did you think of that already?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a known question, I think. And if you read our white paper, there's quite a long section about kind of like the technology solution. It's architected in a way that we have actually abstracted the blockchain from the day-to-day working, so we don't rely on the blockchain to do a lot of heavy transactional processing. We do quite a bit of that off-chain, and then in batches put that onto the blockchain. That's one. And then the abstracted kind of like architecture allows us, if Ethereum adds more performance, then great, we stick with Ethereum. If that's not the long-term model of Ethereum, then we have to change to a different blockchain. Then we also allow ourselves to do that. So we're not that tightly integrated that we can't move anywhere. So a very good question, and absolutely something we consider. Okay,
so it's going to be probably in the future it's going to be a hybrid solution then. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. You did some private sale already. You had some seed funding already. So basically, you started up and you can work out the whole plan. Basically, you reached the soft cap already. I just heard you say.
Yeah.
So which is congratulations on that. That's really good. To be honest, you reach the soft cap and you can do some things, but to be honest, most of the companies can't really do everything they have on the roadmap with the soft cap. So how many money do you really need?
Yeah, so we set our target at 25 million. So our soft cap was 2.5. So we're well from a signed up agreements. We're well beyond that. Mm-hmm. Our target is 25 million. The hard cap is slightly higher than 25. But if we reach 25 million, we can do everything as per the roadmap outlined on in our white paper. So we're all set from that perspective.
Okay, very good. Then. It's going to be a public sale. It's going to be pretty soon, actually. So people can sign up. So how many tokens will there be, and how many is used for other purposes than selling, basically?
Yeah. Well, that's a tricky question. I just have to remember all the data. So we have 1 billion tokens that we have created already at the moment. Half of those will be out for sale across private and public sale. We will definitely do a public sale just to make that clear. And then the rest of the tokens, about 33% is a strategic reserve that we will keep in the business. We will not touch for 3 years. And then the remaining 17%, there is a couple of percent that goes to advisors. There is only 3% that goes to the current team, and that's the entire team. So we have about 30 people in our business.
Okay.
All of those will be part of, that they get momentum tokens as part of the sale. They'll be vesting for a year, so they'll be locked up for a year. So it's quite conservative from that compared to other ICOs out there. Then we have an allocation for future team members, about 5%. Then there is 5 or 6%. We've been very fortunate with the partners that we work with, companies like Amazix, Renowned, Inzub, a number of other partners out there that have been that have enough confidence in our token that they basically said, like, we will take at least part of our payment for our services in the momentum token. So that's what the remaining percentage is, and I think I've covered pretty much all of that.
Okay, we can put something on the website anyway, absolutely. So that will definitely help. One of the things that you're one of the team, but you have a pretty strong team, and one of the things that I also envisioned that there's somebody from MasterCard in the team. Yeah. So is that going to be a future thing that we can connect the MasterCard to the momentum token? Do you know that, or at least are you talking about it?
Who knows? Yeah. We're one step closer than not having somebody from MasterCard on the advisory board. Yeah, so that's good. I think the importance, when we looked at our advisory board, we spent quite a long time thinking about which skills do we have and which skills don't we have, and what is important for this company to succeed in the longer term. Because we see plenty of ICOs that have just blockchain specialists on their advisory board, or just people that are famous or whatever. For us, it was what skills do we need to succeed, and what do we have and what don't we have. So you see that an advisory board with people with backgrounds from Intel to Shell to Google to Amazon, MasterCard, companies, Hybris, SAP, all people with skills that support our business, from global management to large enterprise software development to blockchain, of course, to legislation. For example, Piero from MasterCard is all about legislation and about understands how to move money, how to move value globally.
Yeah, which is very important, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's not just about technology. It is about sales, marketing. It's about legislation and about making sure that we can roll this out successfully across the globe. And that's what we spend our time on securing in an advisory board.
Okay. Oh yeah, I would say I'm done with questions because you also have to do something else here. So thanks a lot, Kees, and we'll be seeing you. And take care. I will put some more information about MobileBridge opportunity.
Absolutely.
And take care,
Thanks very much, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.